Hey there, everyone out in YouTube land. Welcome to Infinite Realms. Guess what? Cody Rhodes did not lose, but Mattel did not win. That's right. The crowdfunder didn't make it. So let's talk a little about it. I have not talked much about it, and I'm gonna hit on some things that some people have said, and I'm kind of looking at them like you're smoking crack, right? So the big thing here is the most obvious thing to me: price. Now, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, people got over it there at the end, and it was jumping and da da da." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's crowdfunding. Every crowdfund has two big jump points: the start, the end. The start is when people are like, "Oh, I gotta get it, I gotta get it." The end, you have a small jump. That's for the people who are like, yeah, maybe I should go in on that." And in between, it's a little slow. And I was seeing, right there at the when it was in the middle, I was like going, man, that's not good. But some people were insisting, you know, no, it's gonna make it. It's gonna make it. So let me first and foremost jump on and say, let's look at what it is. First, it was too expensive. But wait, you had figures with it. You were not guaranteed figures. You were guaranteed two figures on the second week. That doesn't really float. Plus, never mind the fact you can't add that. Those are bonuses that you get if so many people back it. You could conceivably only get those two figures. And I think if they had done better figure selection, that would have helped. But also, I don't think, I do think the price was way inflated. And here's my major reason why. All through the promotion, they kept saying, well, it's 20 inches high. If you look very carefully at what the height they're measuring at, that is just a very thin scaffolding, plastic scaffolding. I mean, it's nothing. It's not a solid piece. And then there is a cloth, or could be even be pleather. We really didn't get to see. There's a banner hanging on that. That's where your height's coming from. To say it's 20 inches high is kind of misleading, to say the least. With that, it must be pointed out too that some people are like, "Oh, the LED light." I'm like, "Man, LED lights are cheap. Go hunt them up on Amazon. They are so damn cheap right now. That's nothing." I mean, almost everybody has LED lights in their action figure displays now. I mean, they don't cost much at all. I mean, in fact, the most expensive place you can find them is Walmart. So to say, "Oh, the LED lights bring up the cost," no, that doesn't run up the cost at all. So the two solid pieces on this were, well, maybe three: the ramp, the stage itself, and the WCW signs. With that in mind, I want you to turn back and look at the Raw stage they had. There is a ton of reuse on that stage. It's the same scaffolding, it's the same kind of stage. They even used the stands of the little WCW um, signs. My brain starts going, I bet you they could have put in the Raw part of that with the WCW. Then you'd really have the Monday Night Wars. Then you'd have people wanting to buy two. So they could do like head to head Monday Night Wars. Well, that would be awesome. Would it back at 400? Maybe. But it would have backed at 200. And I bet you 200. Yes, I understand the MOQs and everything like that, but this is this is a lot of repeat here. A lot of repeat. Those floor panels are all the same. So, you know, I think there's six of them in all on the stage. So, I mean, maybe eight. I don't know. I didn't count them myself, but you know, each one of those is done eight times. It's a good cost saving measure. But keeping that in mind, I mean, that could have really won people over. I mean, this plastic isn't from Venus, to borrow a phrase from Articulated Ninja. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's good plastic, but it ain't from Venus or anything. End of it all, I mean, I kind of liked the stage, but I didn't like the price. That's why I didn't back it. And that's all you can do is speak with your wallet. It had nothing to do with the economy or what's going on or anything. I just did not think that was worth $400, even with the figures. Be perfectly honest about that. I did like that they had a payment plan. Shame they didn't tell people about it. But still, $400 is just too much for that thing. So, what do you guys think? Could it be, was it price or was it something else? I think it's mainly price. I think figure selection did play a smaller part, but I think price was the big one. If you guys think differently, let me know. Let me know down in the comments. I mean, I do think this idea of having them to be switchable would have worked really well, and it would not have been that much of a cost to Mattel to have done it that way. It looks like that's what they're doing anyway. So maybe, maybe not. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe.